Welcome back, movie fans, to another episode of Hollow Victories, where sometimes the best reaction is just saying the title. I am your host, Matt Presents, joined as always by my fine co-host.
Two Fine Bros references there. I respect it. We're really pointing in that direction. Hello, my name is Muty, but you can call me Makal. I was a mute in high school. That's why I identify with that character. I don't identify with the way they did him. I don't identify with any of the decisions made in these two films. But you know, Muty. I like Muty. I like the idea behind Muty. I don't like don't like the execution. I like the idea.
I mean, yeah. Today we're doing the. I thought these were high school movies, but technically the Shane Dawson one is not. But two high school-ish, high school adjacent comedies directed by YouTubers.
Like
one we have already seen before. Sure. One we have seen before. Shane Dawson brought us Not Cool. The other from a new YouTuber to the show, the Fine Brothers.
Where are the Fine Bros?
Both of them wrote it. Both of them are credited as writers, but only one of them directed it. Benny directed it.
Yeah.
He's the nerdier one. Do we want to jump into it?
Do you want to... Yeah, I guess I'll ask... I mean, I normally ask experience, but I mean, I don't think either of us have much experience, and obviously their YouTube careers can be different from their film career, but, the Fine Bros I used to watch... because I liked the React. I liked kids React when I was really young. I liked elders React. I went from age 14 to 15 and grew out of it. But what lost me was them trying to trademark the word React. It's just come on, man, come on.
It's one of the most insane moments of a YouTuber just lighting their career on fire.
Yeah,
it's rare you see a YouTuber tank themselves that quickly.
Yeah. They did do legitimate productions. I'll say this about them, if I'm just trying to be charitable, because I already named a very awful thing they did, and I still, to this day, that's what made me stop supporting them entirely, because I think that's awful. But... they did do full productions. They had a sitcom called My Music. They had Jax Films in there. Jax Films is my boy. I love him. But, I don't know him personally. When I say it, put it like that, probably sounds like I'm making it sound like I know him. I just watched him my whole life. He's the only OG YouTuber that I still like and watch consistently. He's the only one. He's the only one I don't think not only do I not think less of him, I think higher of him now.
I mean, especially because he's made it so long.
Yeah, and he's just the way he's evolved always made sense to me. He makes changes in his content, and every single time, it makes sense. And he actually does, shit I respect. Bring him reactions into it. He's a big, goes after those freebooters pretty hard. And the Fine Bros, another thing I'll give them credit for, is you say whatever you want about the React series. It was kind of obnoxious, and it all the big cherry on the top is them trying to trademark the word. Theirs at least were transformative.
Yeah, the one thing I remember iDubbbz, even back in the day, kind of said because he did a content cop on them, and he said later that's one he wouldn't have done. But I think he brought up a good point in that video that no one else was really addressing. He's just kind of the Fine Bros aren't that interesting on their own. They need this React format, but people like Ellen and Jimmy Kimmel were stealing it, so they were that's the people they were going after by trying to trademark React.
You still can't do and here's
the thing. I don't. I absolutely
it.
Do not think they can copyright that idea. Absolutely not.
Yeah. It's still I do actually think that's a fair thing to bring up for sure. But it's still I hate Jimmy Kimmel. I hate Ellen. I hate them way more than I hate the Fine Bros. They're
Fair.
Allowed to do that. You can't. They're allowed to fucking do that.
Yeah.
And honest to God, if they're doing it on television, it probably is more transformative than your average webcam reactor who adds nothing to the content except for maybe a whoa or a laugh every once in a while.
Dude, Pride Rock.
Oh, what a legend. What a legendary guy. I wonder how he's doing.
Does he know that that's like a meme?
He has to, right? I mean, maybe not. I guess maybe not, but I feel like it's super likely. I feel like I'd wear that with like that'd be one of those things where it's like if I became a meme for something stupid, I'd be like I'd be able to laugh that one off. I feel like I'd be like, if I was the dude Pride Rock guy, I think I'd be like, okay, I'll be the dude Pride Rock guy. Why not? Like you could do something worse. Shane Dawson I never watched. But I saw him all over the place. Like he kept appearing.
Yeah,
in shit I watched.
same. The Fine Brothers. There was like one specific Fine Bros video that I watched a lot, and it was their like spoiling 100 horror movies in 5 minutes or something like that. I don't know why. I watched that one like a lot, and I cannot really justify why I did that. Other than I was just like I was interested in horror movies and I didn't have like much access to them. Although that was also the time you could just look up a whole movie on YouTube. I saw Child's Play on YouTube. I saw The Shining on YouTube.
That was when that was one of the shows they did where they actually showed themselves off, like they carried the show themselves. Were there other stuff like in the future, both with My Music and the React series obviously being the one that stuck around, it's still around. That was like, I think that's like kind of them accepting their roles as they're better producers than entertainers. And that's true. I mean, even if you hate them, they produce something successful. They are more successful producers than they are entertainers. It's definitely a given. I can also say, like, I remember watching one of their spoilers episodes. It was on video games, and the only reason I remember it is because there was a bit that was legitimately funny, to give them some credit, where they went through all of the Mega Man games, which was like 10 of like the classic Mega Man. I think some of the later ones came out in like modern day, but it was like Mega Man defeats Dr. Wily. Mega Man defeats Dr. Wily again. Mega Man defeats Dr. Wily again. It goes on and on like that until they eventually say Mega Man defeats Dr. Wily again, and this time puts him in prison. Like that got a laugh at it. Like I watched that like 12 years ago, and I still remember that bit. Like so, like I don't hate I hate what they tried to do. I think they're fucking losers for trying to do that, and they deserved the fucking backlash they got. But I don't hate them.
No, I mean, like, it's not, like, the worst thing a YouTuber has done. And also, like, they've clearly dropped it. Like, they saw how everyone reacted and just were like, yeah, okay. Yeah, we overstepped it.
They were pretty passive-aggressive about it. Like, they were kind of rolling their eyes in the video. So, what we were just trying to do, and it's just like, shut up. You're like, no, you guys are fucking assholes for that. You guys are still assholes for that. Trying to trademark a fucking basic word. I'm looking at you, Monster Energy, with your monster bit a few years back. Like, fuck you guys. But at the same time, it's like, yes, YouTubers have done way worse things. Shane Dawson has done worse things. Tobuscus, who was in that Smiley movie, has done way worse things. And is still fucking doing them. Anyway.
There was a guy who made a video game in the 80s called Edge, and then, like, refused to let anyone use the word Edge in the title of their video game for, like, decades.
I don't like people who make restrictions to art, even if it's them trying to protect their own thing. I will give you a pass if it is something like, I wanted to release a game called, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I think they can, I think Sega would be in their rights to come after me for that. But if I wanted to make a game where the character was a hedgehog, or I wanted to make a game where it was a speed-based platform, I think they'd be very in the wrong for doing that. I think if something unrelated to video games wanted to use the word Sonic, because, that was a word that existed. Like, I think if the fast food chain or the games tried to go after each other, either of them would be an asshole for doing that.
Yeah.
Anywho, we have movies to talk about.
Let's talk about Not Cool. Let's talk about Shane Dawson's movie.
So Not Cool, directed by Shane Dawson, released September 19th in 2014. And it is about kind of the rekindling of some former relationships that weren't good ones. They were kind of negative ones, like kind of like a bully situation, but they're all getting together on Thanksgiving break. Some people returning from college, some people taking a break from high school. Age ranges from like being a senior in high school to just starting college. That's kind of the age group of these characters. But our main character is Shane Dawson. I know he had a name in the movie. I don't remember the names. I'm not saying it. Some bitch who's just like insufferable the entire movie. Shane Dawson's sister, and then the insufferable bitch's best friend with glasses who gropes a girl at the very start of the movie, and we're supposed to like him after that. And yeah, it's just about them kind of going through life, kind of going through this Thanksgiving vacation. You know, Shane Dawson wants to hook up with this girl that he used to bully, and I think he even created a nickname for her. But they find out they actually get along really well, and they buy a blow-up doll together, and it's very, very charming and emotional. And then the nerdy guy doesn't get with Shane Dawson's sister because I guess it's just them trying to do like realistic expectations, which I mean, it's fine. You know, that's not really a horrible thing. Like, hey, yeah, she's just not going to be into you. You have to accept that. That's not a horrible message, I guess. But Shane Dawson ends up really getting intimate with no, like the guy with the glasses, Drew Monson. Drew Monson. His name is actually right here. He ends up getting with Shane Dawson wearing a wig, so it's a happy ending for everybody. Shane Dawson gets to hook up with two of the leads. Not much happens in this movie, really. Just they don't like each other, then they do like each other. That's a good summary of the movie, isn't it? I'm not wrong, am I?
No. Yeah.
Occasionally a YouTuber shows up. Matt, what did you think of Not Cool? It's the best one so far, right?
Not cool. It sure fucking isn't. Got him. Ah. Best joke. Number one joke.
Guys, buckle in, because you're about to listen to the best episode of Hall of Victories ever fucking made.
We're
gonna try as hard as these two movies did.
No, this is one of those movies that, like, I just sit there and I'm like, I hate this, actually. This sucks. Like, oh my god, this sucks. It was painful. I'll give it some credit. Occasionally, like, every now and then, it was just, like, so fucking out of pocket, I laughed. I did laugh at this movie, like, 3 or 4 times.
I got a couple of laughs.
It was not nearly enough to make up for how miserable the other jokes in this movie were, because my god, this one was painful.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I had a more positive experience watching this one, but I'm like right now in that mindset of like, is it because this movie was better, or is it because I was talking to her more? Because after the prom was like, I watched with you and Cass, and it's always fun to watch movies in the group. But I feel like there was a lot more silence during that one. Where in this one, I was talking to Mitzi for like half of it, you know, like, and I was enjoying it, and we were making fun of the movie, and we are like talking about how the fucking female lead in this. I gotta look. I do not blame the performer, Jeremy Lee. She played Tori, and she was. I can't say she did a bad job acting because I think this is the perfect performance for how the character was written. But my god, is Tori, like within those first 30 minutes, one of the most unlikable fucking characters of all time. There is not a single word of dialogue that she spits out that isn't sarcastic or hate-filled during the first... They wanted to make her as awful as possible. And it's because, like... Yeah, she got some shit in high school. If you want, this is what I said when we were watching it. If you want to make a character that is just so fucking done with the world, so exhausted, so tired of the way they're treated, that they are kind of a fucking, like, narcissistic piece of shit a lot of the time, I can kind of understand that, because I think some people really go through that, and they just want to express it through a character or a film. But, like... They at least need to be fucking friendly to their friends, and she is not. She is horrible to fucking everyone. She has this loving family that all, like, they all just, like, view her as, like, great, and they adore her, and she's a bitch to them, too. Tori is a fucking terrible character.
Yeah.
I do think Joel is a little worse. He's the one with the glasses. I ended up disliking him more, because, like, Tori at least goes through the notions, you know, they go for, like, the whole... Oh, by the end of it, though, their relationship is better, and she's a little bit more likable. She has a nice conversation with her sister. She ends up getting together with Scott, which I only know now because I'm looking at the cast and list, and that's who Shane Dawson played, is Scott. But it's like, what? But like Joel, I still hated him by the end of it. I still hated her by the end of it. She didn't like make me like her at the end. But like Joel, it's like they weren't even trying to make him more likable at the end.
Yeah. I mean... he does he has to confront like getting rejected, and
Yeah.
he handles that pretty well.
Yeah, that's true.
But otherwise, no, he's like he's just really creepy. He's
Yeah.
just he's just really not okay. Like he just does not. It's not cool. It's not cool, man. It's not
Yeah.
cool.
Very unstable person.
He has a crush on Shane Dawson's sister, who I gotta say looks a lot more Hispanic than he does.
Yeah. They might have even made a comment about that in the movie because they were talking about her race at the start of it, I think, a little bit when they were like during that first party scene. So there might have been a joke that acknowledged that we missed because we were just so baffled by something else in the movie.
Yeah.
The jokes are really bad. There is a few that landed, and some of them aren't even like really like loud. Like, honest to God, it's when the movie was being a little bit more subtle. It's when the movie was being more subtle, or when they were attacking Shane Dawson, that we laughed, because Shane Dawson does get hit by a truck and he does get tased.
Oh yeah, he does get hit by a truck.
And both of those made us laugh. I mean, it's not even like necessarily just like, oh, I hate Shane Dawson, because really I don't have much of an opinion on him. I know a lot of the internet hates him, but I kind of like, I'm not saying it's unwarranted or warranted. I kind of stayed out of that one because I don't give a shit about him. But the timing on the car hit and the tasing, like, good, I guess. It's abrupt. All it has to be is abrupt, and they did it, you know?
Yeah, no, that's the, like, most of the laughs I got in this are just something abruptly happening where, like, what? Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. I did laugh at one joke because they, like, bought a blow-up doll in one of the scenes when they're bonding, and there's a scene where they're having sex in the car, and it kind of like slowly pans over, like they're blurred out in the background, then it pans over to the sex doll being the one in the driver's seat, and that's not hilarious. That's like, if we were talking about a good movie, that would never be a bit I mentioned, but it was a moment where I'm like, that was kind of cute, that was kind of funny. Like I like, that's not me. That's not even like oh haha, character gets hurt, that's funny. That's like a little like, that's cute. That a better movie would also make that joke. So I like that one.
Yeah.
But then we also have the homeless guy who likes to eat shit and drink his own piss and rub his balls against the window. That was funny. That was
they
funny
just
stuff.
fucking show dick in this movie.
Do they even show dick? I mean, they do show the dildo.
No,
they show his balls.
He like, I think his dick's out too. I'm pretty sure his dick is out too.
I maybe it was. I didn't see his dick. Maybe it was his dick in the first shot, and then the second shot, because I know in the second shot his dick is like up in his shirt. Like, you don't see the dick in the second shot. It might have been there in the first shot. Welcome to Hollow Victories, where you analyze the dick shots very thoroughly.
Obviously not. We didn't get a good enough look. We got to go back.
We need to go back
look
and
at those balls.
The scene.
Review the penis footage.
All right, here, go on. I'll load it up. You go ahead.
No, it's gross and mean-spirited, and everyone's miserable. None of these characters deserve to be in a relationship. They all need, like, a lot of personal growth before any of them are prepared to, like, date.
Which is the case with a lot of people their age, but man, it's not normally this big of a red flag.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, no, wait. I'm looking at the scene now. There's definitely dick in the first shot. The second shot, I think the dick is pulled up in the second shot, and it's just his balls hanging out. But there in the first shot, you can definitely see the dick go right in with the movie. For anyone who's curious for their own research purposes, this appears around 42 minutes and 40 seconds in the movie.
All right. Glad we covered that. Keeping the public informed.
Yes. No, I just think this is like a scummy movie.
Yeah.
I think it's scummy. I think it's scummy that this and F the Prom are like, yeah, they're edgy. They're given not cool. It's literally not rated. Actually, I'm looking at that now. What's F the Prom? Did that get the R rating, or is that no? But they're both not rated. Jesus fucking Christ. That goes into what I'm saying perfectly here. They're movies that are like, oh, they can say it's for adults. These movies are for fucking kids. This is for the young Shane Dawson audience and the young Fine Brothers audience. Maybe they're not like young kids, maybe like preteens. but it's like this is not being aimed at adults. They don't expect adults to watch and like these movies. They know exactly what they fucking made. They made something that's supposed to go towards a younger audience, and a younger audience that should. I'm not normally like this. I'm not Mr. PC, Mr. Censorship. A young audience should absolutely not be watching these fucking movies.
No, no. It definitely feels weirder in this one, though, because I feel like Shane Dawson probably has a younger audience than the Vine brothers, and I also think this is like a less appropriate movie for kids than F the Prom.
Oh
Not that
yeah.
F the Prom is like an appropriate movie for kids, but like I think it's more appropriate than this. And it's also it kind of advertises itself as like not appropriate for kids. It's called F the Prom.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's true too. Yeah, them being both not being like not rated is a big factor there too. Because it's a movie where it's like parents can't even like check the age range. Now, I mean, if you're a good parent, you can know not to show your kids this. I'll say that much, but it's pretty obvious with both of them. It would take 5 seconds of research if either of them to know you don't show a kid these. But yeah, no, I mean, I kind of think I don't know. Like, I'm sorry to be on my high horse today, but like, I kind of think these are both. To be fair, I don't think a lot of people would fight me on this. Though. I think this is a pretty safe opinion. I think these movies are kind of scummy. Like, I'm not just bad movies, but I mean, I think like on the outside, I think they have like a bad intention too.
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
Maybe not like maybe like in the Fine Bros heads and Shane Dawson's head, they don't actually think it's bad intentions. But when you look at it as a whole, when you look at the people who are helping them produce it, when you look at everything, and again, I'm not even saying that they are completely innocent there. I'm just saying I don't know what's in their heads. I don't know what's in their hearts. But like I just think that like as a whole, there were not so great intentions going into these two.
I mean, I don't know about that, but like certainly I think like these are two guys. These are two. I mean, one of them's two guys, but these are two YouTube channels that like should have a better understanding of their audience than this.
It bothers me because of the age range for it. Because even if you're like a kid watching South Park, at least there is some sort of substance to get out of South Park. And it's something that's blatantly not marketed towards kids.
Right.
Where these movies, they don't have the substance. And I think the people, putting the movie out there hoping to get some sales on it, I think they were going into it hoping some kids were going to watch it. Because most adults are going to know better not to watch it.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, there's that. I almost feel like F the Prom is for like, seniors in high school, like the 18 to 21 demographic, which Shane should have known better. Like, let me be like, maybe I should say this too. Like last time we talked about Shane Dawson, I think I maybe let him off a little too easy. People don't like him because he makes like weird conspiracy videos and like says shit that he can't substantiate at all.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I don't think he's like a monster for that, but like he seems annoying just generally. Like not even like across his career, he just seems kind of like an annoying dude.
Yeah, I mean I never really liked him. But I also never watched his content, like his content. I know he got canceled over old stuff and skits, and I'm not even really gonna I could give him shit for that, but then I'd also have to give shit to like people I do still like and watch. I don't know the full extent of it. Like Mitzi mentioned when we were watching that Shane Dawson did blackface at a point. And I can't think of a lot of YouTubers that I like that did that. Normally it comes down to like people who were in television in the fucking 50s where I'm making that parallel to. Like, because most of the people on television that did it like later than that are ones I don't even like fucking Jimmy Kimmel. But second mention for Jimmy Kimmel. Welcome back. Anyway. Yeah. But like Shane Dawson, it's like, even for look, even if you want to say like, oh, it was a different time, blackface was frowned upon in 2005.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't okay back then. People weren't it wasn't okay back in the fucking 20s either, but like people didn't act like it was okay in 2005.
Yeah.
So in 2005 is being generous because that's when YouTube started. I don't know what year Shane did it.
Yeah. Should we talk about who else is in this?
Sure. I mean, I talked about Tori's actor for a bit.
I'm pretty indifferent to Shane's performance in this, frankly.
Yeah, it's nothing. He made himself look better than everyone else. Because he's Shane Dawson, he has to look good.
And I mean, like, as a director, like, it's just boring. It's not an especially well directed movie. It's not poorly directed either. It's competent. He showed up and did that. Like, it's what I expect from Shane Dawson as a director. And frankly, I'm sure he had someone on set helping him with a lot of this. But I'm indifferent to him in this
Yeah.
as an actor and as a director.
Lisa Schwartz as Marissa, Tori's blind sister. She was fine.
She was fun. Like, that was the one character I was enjoying a little bit.
I kind of liked the one character, was it Shane's aunt? She was funny, but she only had one scene.
Aunt Flo.
Aunt Flo, okay.
He's There's a scene where Shane is like in the bathroom and she's just like suddenly over his shoulder. And he's like, how did you get in here? It's a little funny.
I did like it when she said, I can't kill them, they're family. Because she's just like ranting about stuff to them, and just in the middle of the conversation says that there's no like reference to her hearing voices in her head prior to that. It's just like
There is no sudden... like the line before that she mentions the voices in her head.
Okay,
kind of in a joking way. She says it like she's joking, but then she responds to the voices in her head.
I guess I missed that. So okay, taking a few points off there, but the line still made me laugh. It's funnier if there's just like I thought it was funny because the implication was, look, we already hear her doing crazy talk, so that line works. That's like actually like not a subtle joke, but like not over explaining the joke, but what you just said is kind of over explaining the joke. So I guess I just missed the whole fucking thing because I was talking over a lot of this movie because it was so bad. I know that might sometimes sound like, oh, you're not giving the film a fair chance if you're talking over it, but I mean, like, look, it takes a special kind of movie and a special kind of call for that to happen. We do a pretty good job at paying attention to these movies. You hit a point where, like, yes, I talked over certain parts of it, but I did not miss a single fucking thing this movie had to throw at me.
No. I think we were probably better off when we were talking over it. We couldn't hear the terrible fucking dialogue. Jeremy Lee, the girl, Tori. I thought I recognized her, but I think maybe I just think she looks like Anya Taylor-Joy.
She's a big voice actor. She was in Soul Eater, Sword Art Online. She does not do a lot of live action shit, but it looks like she still has this like, well, maybe not still. She did voice acting for a while. I'm seeing a lot of like 2012 is no. I'm seeing some later stuff. Oh my god, she's done a shit ton of anime. So yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
good for her.
No, she's still around.
She's not. I mean, I can't even say her performance in the movie was bad. It's just like a horribly written character.
And the thing is, like you're saying, like this character could work if they gave her like a little, like a moment where she's like off it a little.
What I say often is like, I do like the asshole character. I bring it up a lot. I love BoJack Horseman. I love Alex Sheik. I love Lydia Tarr. I love asshole characters who've done bad things. But there's a way to approach them, and she's not even that awful of a person. She's just supposed to be in context. She's just supposed to be like a moody, not even like a moody teen anymore, but like moody young adult. But they need to know when and where, and they need to know how much to do it, and they like. I don't remember if I said this while in this episode yet, or if I just said when we were watching the movie, but like the way you can make an asshole character work like that is, one, just if what they're saying is funny, I'm going to point to It's Always Sunny with that. Two, they are punished for their behavior, looking at BoJack Horseman. Or three, they go through like a redemption arc. Earl Hickey, My Name is Earl. or 4, the characters react to their shittiness. Like, they give a reaction. They don't just say something awful and everyone lets it go. Cartman from South Park, whenever Cartman does something fucked up, there is a reaction for it, you know? Like, I'm taking that note from I Hate Everything, because he mentioned that from not even this movie, from F the Prom. But yeah, like, God, Tori doesn't have any of that. Like, she doesn't hit one of those. She's just awful. She's just fucking awful. Again, actress. How else are you going to make that character sound? She got into it. She got into the role. I think she did a good job, everything considered, actually.
I feel like nothing she does in isolation is bad. It's just the sum total of, like, her always being such an asshole.
And and I agree. I just don't think that's her fault. Like, I think if this character, I said it when we were watching the movie, if this was like a moody sister who had like 5 lines during a dinner scene table, she'd be perfect. Yeah. That's fine. She can't be the main character. She can't be someone we're following the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, do we want to talk about Drew Monson? We kind of we did not like his character, but I don't know. He was fine.
I guess just like her, he played the character well. It's just, I don't know. I didn't like him. I haven't really liked him in anything I've seen. He's shown up in a lot of YouTube stuff, but maybe I'm probably just being a bully now. Maybe his channel is good. I've only ever seen him collab and stuff that I don't like. Like, that's the issue. But I mean, yeah, I don't. I guess same thing with her. Drew Monson was a horrible character was written for him, and he probably played it the best he possibly could have.
Yeah. Do we want to talk about anyone else in this? Is there anyone worth mentioning in this?
I don't know. Is Gil the person that was dating Marissa, Ryan Radis' character?
Maybe.
I don't even know why I brought him up. I don't have much to say about him. I was gonna say him and his fiance Marissa, they were like the most likable, but actually he started to get on my nerves near the end of the movie, where I couldn't tell if he was like, because he was acting super obnoxiously at a party, and I couldn't tell what the point is. The point is that he's just really socially awkward, but he's a likable guy, or is the point that he is like kind of being an asshole like everyone else? Like, I couldn't, like, I was having a hard time reading his sarcasm, you know, like.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that actually can come down to performance.
It seems like they don't, like, it depending on the joke they want to tell, either everyone likes him or everyone hates him.
Yeah, I could, like, narrow that down to bad direction or bad performance. I don't know. Like, I just don't know what they were really going for with him.
I think it was bad writing.
Yeah. Well, bad writing, too, but I mean, I actually think it goes beyond that this time, where I can at least, I always understand the tone of Tori and Joel. You know, I always understand how I'm supposed to feel about them, at the very least. Because the movie beats you over the head with it. Where if Gil, I don't know.
Sure.
I think we mentioned his penis. I think it's only fair that we talk about the actor, Garby Dukes, as the filthy hobo. I genuinely, based on how he delivered those lines, I genuinely believe he could be funny if he was given something good, but this movie gave him, like, the 3 worst jokes in the entire film. Eating shit, drinking piss, and rubbing his balls against a window. That's what he got to do.
Yeah, I don't know. He seemed like he was a funny actor.
I like the energy he goes into the line reading with. It's just like the worst fucking lines he could be he got a fucking shitty deal. Literally.
Yeah. Are we ready to move on?
I think we probably should.
Alright.
40 minutes in. God damn.
Yeah.
I did not think I'd have that much to say about fucking not cool.
Let's talk about Fuck the Prom. It's a film from the Fine Brothers. Again, written by the Fine Brothers, directed only by Benny Fine. We see this boy and the girl next door that he sort of has a crush on their first day of high school. You know, sort of. They're friends, they're buddy, and they're like, oh, where's high school gonna take us? Flash forward to their senior year, just before the prom. She's one of the big popular girls in school. He's this outcast loser that everyone makes fun of. They have a specific nickname for him. and it's a week later and I've already forgotten what it was. I remember all of the other like characters they bring in. What was his thing? Oh, they pantsed him and they made fun of him
Yeah.
for wearing tidy whities. That was it. This school is so unnecessarily mean. Like, everyone in this school is so unnecessarily mean.
They all grew up to be the adults in 8 Crazy Nights.
Yeah, they're just god awful people in this school. But as it happens, the girl who has become popular, she catches her douchey boyfriend making out with the other popular girl, the other head cheerleader. They're the head cheerleaders. That's why they're the popular ones. And she decides to take revenge by teaming up with, the neighbor boy she used to be friends with, and some other renegade losers that they've picked up, other people who get bullied around the school and want revenge on all the popular kids. But it also starts to become clear as time goes on that she's maybe having some regrets, and maybe she wants to have a real prom. And he's dealing with like all this, like his crush on her, and whether or not he should, reveal his feelings, or what's the deal. And and she's meanwhile she's like posting pictures of herself to like Instagram and Facebook with all these loser kids, and it's making them like more popular, I guess. And this culminates to, them going through with the plan at prom, even though she's the one who wins prom queen. The guys are like, nah, she's still one of the popular kids. We're gonna get our revenge on her too. And he's left to deal with the fallout of that. Which leads to him giving like a big rousing speech that of course culminates in his cry of "fuck the prom."
Mm-hmm.
And I like this school is just a bunch of followers, bunch of fucking sheep at this school. It takes nothing to convince them to do something. He's just like, you know what, fuck the prom, and everyone's immediately like, yeah, fuck the prom, fuck the prom.
Let it grow, but O'Hare is way more convincing.
Yeah.
It's that fucking tonal shift.
Yeah. Michael, how did you react to F the Prom?
I'm looking at the poster, and it looks like the name of the movie is The Prom. Oh, look, I understand that, there's that very surface level commentary about, like, I do, the prom, it is kind of something that's gonna be more fun if you're one of the popular kids, for sure. Thank you for that fucking surface level commentary, Feinbros. You did a great job with this. I like the ending where when he's making a speech, he pats himself in the back for not shooting the school up.
He should have. They would have deserved it.
God damn. I thought it was fucking awful. It doesn't accomplish any of its goals. It's just a really shitty movie. Yeah. No, I don't know. Like, I got it. Just like Not Cool, occasionally it did sneak a laugh in, not as frequently, and that's Not Cool already didn't do it a lot.
Yeah.
I think maybe this movie got me twice. Also, our main character was talking about Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Ew. I don't fucking hate Brotherhood. I just don't get why so many people think it's like significantly better than the original. Like, it's not even a question. Like, hands down, Brotherhood's the better one. And then I watched Brotherhood, and I thought it was like Full Metal Alchemist if they made it really generic and like any other anime. While the original actually had like kind of a unique identity to it, but it's stupid. It's stupid because they bring real world history into it. Fuck that. There was a fucking parallel there, you fucking assholes. Anyway, that's what were we talking about again?
F the prom.
Yeah, maybe I should get back to that.
I think we've got to address that this school is that like the bullies at this school at least are just straight up anti-Semitic. Like, it's not even.
No,
this isn't even like funny misunderstand. No, they're just fucking anti-Semitic. They changed their mind fun of a kid for being Jewish.
But they changed their mind at the end.
Also, homophobic. The lot of them. But also there's the gay kid that's on the basketball team, so even like the other gay kids in the school don't like him, which I don't think is accurate. I think the gay kids tend to stick together regardless.
Yeah, yeah. I look, just talking about. I remember when I was in high school, people were still plenty homophobic.
I mean, sure.
Trust me. It is. This film though, it is like having the characters be homophobic would be more shocking if the movie wasn't made in 2014 or 20. I guess it was 2017. Yeah, yeah. I'll agree. The other kids in the school, most of them are like really bad people.
Yeah.
There's like, I think that our group of, the group that they formed, they're supposed to be like the only good ones, but even they are kind of assholes in their own way. One of them has a sex offender charge by the end of the movie.
Yeah. Also, like, can we talk briefly about how the Fine brothers, two nerdy Jewish boys, decided the nerdy Jewish boy was gonna hook up with like the super cute goth girl? Like, projecting much, my guys?
Have you ever seen their animated show Emo Dad?
I haven't. I have not.
I just thought about that because you mentioned the goth girl, but yeah, they have another show with a guy hooking up with a goth girl. I don't know if he's Jewish. I'll have to recheck that. We should watch Emo Dad. I got next Spiny web show retrospective. Emo Dad. It's happening.
All right. I'll be there.
What were we talking about again?
F the prom.
Yes. F the prom indeed.
Did you go to your prom?
No, I did not. I don't
neither.
regret it either. I don't think that this movie's idea, like, oh, you can only enjoy the prom if you're super popular, I don't think that's accurate, but I do think it's probably more enjoyable for people who know a lot of people and get along with a lot of people there.
Sure, I mean, I had friends in high school I could have gone with, but it was the same weekend as a Boy Scout campout that I wanted to go on instead, because frankly, I was way better friends with Boy Scout friends.
Yeah, you told me that recently. I think it's because I think it's when we were watching After the Prom.
It's maybe weird to say, because like I'm barely in touch with most of the guys I was in Boy Scout with. I still talk to like my tuba friends from high school.
I talk with my film making buddies, the ones I made shorts with on my early days on YouTube. But even them, I'd like to be more in touch with. I still talk to them, but I feel like I should talk to them a little more. I feel like I talk to you guys way more. I'm like I should message these guys more often. I miss them.
We haven't even gotten to like the adults in this movie. I think the problem with F the Prom is it wants to be this really over the top comedy. Like it wants to be like so super ridiculous, but it just doesn't go far enough.
Yeah.
So it's not an over the top comedy, but it's also like too over the top to be like realistic or relatable. And, like, the most obvious place you see, like, them trying to be ridiculous and over the top is the adult characters in this movie, because they are just the worst. But it's, the joke is like, haha, it's something that, like, the adult character shouldn't say. The adult character is saying a bad thing.
It was that thing I was saying with Tori before, and again, I want to give I Hate Everything some credit for the statement, because I am taking this one specifically from him. But it's like you need a reaction. If like you're gonna have a character say that, you need a reaction to it. Again, I think there's other ways you can go about it, doing like a character like that. But like, especially I think the principal's character's case, yeah, when she says it's not statutory if you don't get caught, I feel like there should be a negative reaction from the other characters with that line. Holy shit, I think that might be the worst like combination of words I've ever heard on any movie we've watched for the show before. That was the line, right? I'm not remembering it wrong, am I? There probably is something worse. I say it's the worst. I'm saying it's the worst because it's the most recent, but it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like, I hated that. I fucking hated that. I did not enjoy the fucking humor in this movie, though. Yeah, it was bad. The adults were fucking awful. The dad was really bad. Oh my god, he was worse than the principal just because he got more time.
Yeah, he was real fucking creepy. He said some stuff that was not okay. And then he has this, like, it's like a funny idea for a speech, but I don't know if it really lands, where he, like, insists that his son has to go, like, fuck with the popular kids at prom or else they'll end up like him, and he's like a piece of shit. And it's like, it is at least a moment where the movie acknowledges that he's a piece of shit.
And again, I actually think there's a way to make that work beautifully. But you need to make the dad like a character we're laughing at. Like, even if it's like we're not laughing with him, we're laughing at him. Like, there needs to be laughter. There needs to be
Well,
something. I feel like
that's just not happening in this movie.
no, you aren't. And I feel like someone like Mike Judge could make a character like that work really well. I could like see a King of the Hill episode that has a character like that. Yeah, he was awful.
Yeah, someone who kind of sucks all episode, but then near the end of the episode, he like insists that Bobby has to like prank the popular kids so they're not as shitty as he is.
Even if it's like multiple episodes and it's just later in the show, they go like, okay, we're gonna do an episode. We're gonna give him one redeeming quality,
like a moment where he acknowledges how shitty he is.
Yeah,
the dad. I mean, I'm kind of shifting into casting, bringing this up.
I gotta go to IMDb.
I was trying to figure out why I recognize the dad. He's the star of Sharknado.
No.
So that's what I've seen him in before. You know who else he played?
Who else?
He played Adam Sandler's character Donnie Burger in the TV movie in That's My Boy. He was in the TV movie version of Donnie. So this is his return appearance.
Well, we have a big one with Cherry O'Terry, because she's also been in a lot of stuff, and she plays the female lead's mom.
She might be the queen. She's battling it out with oh, why am I blanking on her name? Sarah Silverman.
Sarah Silverman. Was it her? Okay, I actually wasn't sure who it was.
Because she's been in a lot too. Cherry O'Terry, Shrek the Third, Southland Tales, Dumb and Dumberer, and F the Prom. I think that's tied with Sarah Silverman.
Well, I hope Cherry O'Terry beats Sarah Silverman. Not because, just because I actually like her more than Sarah Silverman, and I want to give her the crown.
She was in Book of Henry, Wreck-It Ralph 2, Space Jam 2. Oh, and I swear there was one more movie she was in.
Do I like her more than Sarah Silverman? You just named all those movies, and I'm like, wait, have I actually seen her in something I like? Or am I just saying that against Sarah Silverman?
No, that was Sarah Silverman. That's all the stuff Sarah Silverman's been in.
Oh, okay. Fuck, what was Cherry O'Terry in? God, I'm an idiot.
A Million Ways to Die. That was the fourth one Sarah Silverman was in.
What were the other ones again?
Cherry O'Terry is Shrek the Third, Southland Tales, Dumb and Dumberer, and this.
Okay, no, I'm back to my original statement. Do I like her more than Sarah Silverman? Probably not, actually. Sarah Silverman's good as Penelope in the first Wreck-It Ralph. I thought she worked there. I found the second one, I don't know, she got on my nerves in the second one.
I don't, like, in her appearances on this show, I don't dislike Cherry O'Terry, but I don't think I can name anything I've liked her in, where Sarah Silverman, I think I can name a few things I like her in.
Yeah, I'm sorry for how I'm speaking about both of these fine people, Cherry O'Terry and Sarah Silverman. I'm being a bully. They're both fine. I've seen them do a good performance, and both of them have done a good job. So I'm gonna lay off. I'm being a dick.
Cherry O'Terry and Richard Karn, Al from Home Improvement.
I liked those two. Like, they were both the parents. They were like the only nice adults in the movie, and they were still incompetent. Like, they didn't know how to...
They did still say stuff that was like, well, you shouldn't be saying that, but okay.
But at the very least, they were like, you get the idea. They're trying. They're not horrible people, at least not in comparison to the other adults.
Yeah.
Who else have we been talking about in casting? There's that one girl from Riverdale in this. Madeleine Petsch. I haven't seen Riverdale. I just knew it because it was on all the time. That show is popular.
Funny enough, the main girl in this, Maddie, is also in a movie just called Prom.
Is that the Disney one?
I think so.
I remember watching the Disney one when it came out. I was watching with my sisters. I remember being okay with it as a young one. Actually, I actually didn't mind it. I watched it and I enjoyed it. If I rewatched it, I might hate it now. But when it came out, I watched it. I was like, that wasn't bad, you know.
Oh, the principal. The principal's the other one that
Ugh.
like really stood out to me. She was on The Nanny. She was a regular on The Nanny.
There you go. No comment on the actor. It's just horrible fucking dialogue. Oh my god.
She I don't know who's worse, her or the dad. Like you're right. The dad, it's worse because he gets more screen time, but she might be worse in what little time she has.
She like has way harder hits every time she's on screen.
Yeah, I mean she was the one who said the statutory line. So
like, what's worse, getting punched by like a professional boxer twice, or getting punched by like your buddy 800 times? Like, which one actually hurts more? Anyway, yeah, the principal is pretty bad. What was I about to say? Fuck, I think I lost it. You go ahead.
I think in a very similar way to Not Cool, F the Prom, like the directing is nothing.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, you
Bland.
did it. You made a movie, I guess.
Yeah. No, neither of these had like good shots.
I'm not really surprised neither of these launched the directing careers of the people who made them. Like even like the AVGN movie or like the Channel Awesome movies, they seemed like they were having fun. They were doing something.
There's a charm. I have the Angry Video Game Nerd movie ranked pretty low on my TV show movies, and we made a video riffing on Kick-Assia. But there is, like, deep down, there is something I appreciate about those movies. Like, there is kind of this, like, yeah, I believe that you guys cared, and I believe that the intentions were good here.
Yeah.
I don't have that with these. I don't really think they were... Again, I'm not saying, like, oh, the Fine Bros and Shane Dawson are evil for this, like, how dare they? It's just kind of like, I don't really... I think, like, in the pitching phase, you lost me with this one, you know?
I think they're doing two... I mean, I think both of them are doing very generic, like, teen rom-com things, and the twist is supposed to be, oh, but there's edgy humor. There's so much edgy humor in these films.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, like, I know I said I thought these were both high school movies, and then Not Cool turned out not to be, but, like, they're still really similar in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So I still think this is a valid matchup.
No, I think so.
Are we at voting?
Yeah.
Okay. It feels like a case of higher highs, lower lows. Like, I definitely laughed more at Not Cool, but I also feel like I was way more miserable during Not Cool. Like, I hated everything that was going on in that movie. And, like, F the Prom, like, it wasn't good. I wouldn't even call it, like, sometimes a movie is just nothing. F the Prom isn't even that. Like, I did kind of dislike it, like, more harshly than something I would just call nothing. But, I don't know, it offended me less than Not Cool. Even if Not Cool had a few jokes in there. And even if F the Prom had some stuff in there that was pretty fucking offensive. Not Cool, no. No. I'm giving this one to F the Prom.
I'm just gonna go with what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna like say like I'm just gonna let Matt pick this one. I'm just gonna agree with him. I don't give a shit. Fuck both these movies. Yeah, F the Prom can be the
winner. Let's see what the audience said.
If the audience disagree with you, then I'm switching my opinion. I'm gonna go with the popular opinion.
The audience is on our side, like, overwhelmingly. 85% F the Prom.
Then I always had your back.
Versus Not Cool. 14% for Not Cool. Someone said, I've never seen either of these and they both look horrible, so the fact that one is winning by a landslide is really surprising to me.
Yeah.
I'm I'm kind of surprised Fuck the Prom won that by that wide a margin. F the Prom wins.
It's probably just because of Shane Dawson. People really don't like him. The Fine Bros are disliked too, but I feel like they're almost like forgotten about.
Yeah, that's like they lit their career on fire, and then just like no one cares about them anymore. Like Shane Dawson, people are at least still mad at.
I think like the Fine Bros are like popular with like people who don't know who the Fine Bros are. You know, they're just seeing like, oh, look, it's just a kid reacted to something. That's funny. Haha, that's cute. They have no idea about any of the shit that's happened with them in the past. You know? Where Shane Dawson, it's like anytime he tries to make a comeback, he's gonna be like shouted at.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, Michael, I'm really trying. Like I keep giving you some really shitty ones this year, so I'm hoping I can make up some points by just showing 2 movies about a monkey. Monkeys are
Okay.
funny. These should be fun. And you see, in the wake of Air Bud in the 90s, we got a bunch of like animals playing sports movies, and monkeys are easily the animal that is easiest to teach to play sports. So we're gonna watch the monkey baseball movie Ed versus the monkey hockey movie MVP, Most Valuable Primate.
I'm looking forward to that. That sounds amazing right now.
Compared to this shit, yeah, almost certainly.
For what it's worth, as horrible as both these movies were, I do genuinely like talking about YouTuber shit, so I'm okay. This one was cool in my book.
No, it was not cool in my book.
God, I set you up for that one. I didn't even mean to.
I don't know. The movie sucked, but I think we got a good episode. I had fun with this one. This was a fun episode. We got really chaotic.
Oh yeah. I'm afraid to hear what I said listening back to this.
Too bad it's gonna be out late.
Yeah, that's my fault.
We both just got like crazy busy in June. I don't even, or July, excuse me, in July. And I don't even know how that happened. I didn't have stuff planned for July, and I'm just like, wow, I am busy all the time this month.
And that was my fault because like we had Monday. We actually were available Monday and we were gonna record, but I just like felt like fucking shit and I just really didn't want to do it. But now I feel great and I think it was a good episode because of that. Like imagine if we got the shitty Monday version of the episode where I was just miserable and had nothing to say.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it worked out.
Sure.
But it is my fault the episode's late.
To be fair, like a lot of episodes have been coming out. Like, I might just move the day that Hall of Victories comes out to Saturday because it always seems to be Saturday and not Friday.
But then it'll switch to Sunday. The pattern won't change. The day will, but the pattern won't change.
Regrettably.
I'm just messing with you. I think it'd be okay if you even just moved it to the second Friday in a month. But I also like I don't think the show's delays have been like a real issue with the show. You've gotten the show out pretty consistently. And if there is a delay, it's like a day. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean we've got an episode out every month.
Yeah.
That's something. Anyways, until next time, for my co-host Makal Shadackle, I'm Matt Presents. We'll see you in the next one.
Peace.